Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to continue on testing out the new Cyberpunk 2077 game with the older GPUs. This time it'll be NVIDIA's 900 series GTX 960 4GB version. Now before I go on with this video, appreciate it very much if you guys go ahead and hit that like button down below. It really helps to grow the channel, and thank you very much. Alright, so let's begin. First thing is first, as usual, I'll be testing out this game with both on 720p and 1080p resolution. So let's take a look at the settings. First, I'll start off with 1080p. As you can see, I'm on 1080p full screen. Graphics settings on the lowest possible preset with the resolution scale at 100. I will not be lowering the resolution scale at all, as I feel there is no point to do so. And the crowd density set to low. This is the latest version 1.04 that's on PC, and I know the new hotfix is coming up soon for the PC, as the platforms already have that going on for them, the consoles. Alright, let's see what we got here. So let's go over everything I got here on the screen. I have the i7 8700K processor running at 5 gigs with hyperthread disabled. As you could see, it's barely being used. The CPU usage is very low, no issues there at all, and 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM running at 3600 MHz, along with the GTX 960, which is currently overclocked by 100 megs on the core and 350 megs on the memory clock. Now, these 900 series cards were great overclocks and fairly modern in my opinion, and that's something you could expect on the NVIDIA cards. Very good overclock in any of the modern cards nowadays. At least 100 megs on the core and 300 on the memory clock should be a very easy overclock for you. Work on any of the new modern cars without any voltage increasing any voltage or anything like that. You should be able to get that off the bat, and you definitely feel a little boost in FPS here. So as you could see, we are in, high 30s, close to 40 FPS, and that's pretty good for this game, especially with an old card like this. Now, I'm sure you may not get the same results if you're using the 2 gig version. This is the 4 gig version, a little bit more rare. Majority of people, I would think, will have the 2 gig version, because by the time the 4 gig version came out, I think everybody else would prefer to go with a GTX 970, which I'll be getting into that test soon too. Now, for what I'm seeing so far, this is on par with the GTX 1050 Ti. This 4 gig version is very similar to a 1050 Ti performance, so that's something that you could expect. Very similar performance here. As you can see, the game is running very smooth, no issues at all, very enjoyable. Alright, so let's jump into the medium settings and see how that looks. Here we are on medium preset. Now, in my opinion, if you could get this game running on 1080p on medium preset, full scale resolution, that's pretty good, because there is a big difference in the quality of the graphics, and now everything looks a lot better, a lot sharper, and the game is still quite playable. And FPS is not so bad. That's right, no stuttering, nothing like that. But it does feel a little bit slower than on the lowest settings. Okay, let's jump into the high settings, and I think that'll be the limit pretty much for this card. Now we're on high preset, and I'm just gonna turn the motion blur off. Definitely recommend that always off. Okay, let's see what we got now. Okay, so now we're on low 20s, but the image quality is a lot better. Wow, I could see the difference right now. I don't know if you guys could tell, but just this railing looks so nice in the ground. But it's definitely sluggish and slow. You could judge for yourself. I would think ideally that this would be best on medium preset with this graphics card. If you got everything running right with a decent overclock. You don't want to get into the, you know, low 20s or upper teens. But the detail is definitely there. That's for sure. Very nice. Alright, so now let's jump into the 720p resolution and see how that looks. Okay, once again we're on 720p full scale resolution. Alright, look at that. That's some good FPS there, huh? If you see anything in the 50s or 60s, you feel like you got, you know, you want a jackpot with this game, I'll tell you. Definitely running really good on the lowest settings. Of course, the visuals are not that good. It's very, you know, very dull. Probably ideal setting for this will be high preset, 720p. Okay, let's jump into medium settings now. Okay, here we are, medium preset. All right. The graphics quality has sharpened up, looking already a lot better. So as you could see with this card, really, after all these years, even a hard game like this, you got quite a few options to play with when it comes to the graphics presets here. Okay. Alright, let's give it a shot in the high settings now. And motion blur off. Here it is. Alright. No lag here at all. Okay, let's wrap it up with the ultra settings. I think this card could definitely do that. Here we are on ultra and motion blur off completely. There it is. Everything maxed out. And what do we got here? All right. Okay. That's a pretty big dip in the performance. So like I said, the high settings on 720p is perfect, and medium settings on 1080p is good too. But it is quite playable, as you could see it. Alright, so I'm wrapping up with this video. Let me know what you guys think. Please leave some comments down below, appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. So stay tuned for that.